I'm going to tell you guys how badly you are going to frustrate the individuals in life that cannot run game on you. This makes them upset. And I love nothing more than putting a stop to the wickedness, the wicked ways of the witches of the West and others. Because this is what majority of the world is made up of today, is to run game on you. So when you become like a damn sorcerer in this world, ancient damn near, you're going to frustrate these people to bits. You're going to frustrate them to anger, to disgust. They're going to be so towards you. Good. I hope you're upset. Because all I'm doing is protecting myself. And I advise all you guys to do the exact same thing out here. Because a lot of people want to take advantage and dip. And the more this happens to you, the more it's going to frustrate you. So it's this fine line where they're either going to frustrate you or you're going to frustrate them. They're either going to outsmart you and manipulate you, or you're going to outsmart them and just say flat out no. That's what it is. So I suggest getting better at chess. I suggest getting better at what we call life. And stick to what you do best. Because there's not a lot of good people out there. There's not a lot of good individuals out there who has your heart of best interest. You absolutely have to be guarded in modern society. Like, you have to be. People will play you in big ways and in small ways. And quite frankly, neither way is good in my eyes. It does frustrate me and anger me if people want to do that to me. So I shut that shit down like a defense in a football team, and I feel absolutely nothing towards any of these types of people. And it's what you have to do. We just want to be free. We just want to do the things we want to do. I don't want to be around these demons anymore. I don't want to be around these toxic so-called hater friends and whatever else it might be. These Jezebels, the wicked witches of the West. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm very much so good in those things. And I've been good on those things for a long time, but it seems like people's only getting worse. Like, I don't know. There's even people, bro, like, a lot of young people, they don't transition in life the right way, properly. They fall down to the messes of society. So you pick which ways you go in life. You have a choice. I have a choice. I had a choice. You have a choice. You had a choice. Like, you have a choice right now to change your whole shit right around if you want to. Like, if you're not where you want to be, if you're not who you want to be, you have a choice. And it just so seems that when you make the right choices and further better your life, and you go out through all that work, you go through the process, you go through the pain, the suffering, and you still get tested. You still get these people coming up out of nowhere, testing you in big ways and in small ways. Like, it's a never-ending thing. That's why you got to get better in life, like at life. You have to get smarter. You have to get better at chess. You have to see what people are doing, because if you don't, it can ruin you. It'll benefit them and it's going to ruin you. This is what you can't let happen. You can't. You have to stay above that nonsense. Keep a small circle, win with your people, and leave it at that. Because anything other than that is just a waste of time. Let's be real. Like, is it not? It is. You didn't work this hard on yourself and are going to continue to work this hard on yourself just to let others use you. And let me tell you, they're coming with all the excuses, how bad of a person you are, and all that kind of stuff, because they can't use you the way they want. And this is why you anger them in disgust. But we know what people are doing. And they can label us bad all they want. They can say all that stuff all they want. We are not bad. We are fair play, fair game people. That's what we are. We've been used before. We went through that stuff before. We have learned. That's what life is about. People expect us to stay the same. People expect us to stay stupid. I am not the same person I was a year ago. Like, do you not believe that statement? Go back and look a year ago. I'm not the same. And guess what? A year from now, I'm not going to be the same. I'm 28 right now. By the time I'm 30, 31, 32, it's going to be significantly different. Mark my words. Significantly different. That is the story of my life. We live in phases. The worst thing you can do is keep living a stagnant existence. There's no room for stagnance. You have to get up and get after it and grow and learn and keep going and keep learning things and do what's right overall. And this is also going to come with rejecting lots of people, because you have to. You can't just bend over backwards for every person that wants you to do that. Like, that's absolutely a mistake, guys. Like, you got some of you guys watching this video, you might have family or something that wants you to do stuff like that. Like, for me, it's not so much family. Like, I'm pretty good with family. But like, it's more so the fake hater friends out there and stuff like that is like my nemesis, it seems like. Like, everywheres. And you just have to get better at being able to just say no. To reject certain things, certain people. You're a human being. You might be a valuable human being, but you're still a human being. We all have 24 hours. And what we do with those 24 hours is very important. And some people just want you to bend over backwards in those 24-hour periods for them. And it's just not the way it's going to go. Like, it's not going to do anything for you. Like, bro, the reason I am this way, and I damn near explained it a million times. I had to have. I have said, like, I have done things other people wanted me to do so many times in life. Like, this is something I continuously get better at as the weeks go on, as the months, as the years go on. Like I'm a helping type of person. It's actually a passion of mine to help people. So it's like in me to do it, but at the same time, like, it can become a burden. When there's too much on your plate, and it's only getting more for me. There's only more on my plate as the days go by. Like, that's just what it is. So you have to get used to saying no. You have to turn people down. You have to just do you. And don't let people make you feel bad about it, because, like I said, I have gotten used before. And it's like, you pour so much into certain people and you end up getting stabbed in the back. It seems like the more you do for people, the more they stab you in the back. This is my experience. And not every person on earth is going to stab you in the back if you pour into them. That's why it's important to get the right people. That's why it's important to get your small circle going, so this kind of stuff does not happen. You don't want this stuff to happen. It is not a fair shake. It's not fair. It takes from you. And like, when you pour into that black hole, you pour so much into it, once you stop, it's like, now that black hole is angry at you, is upset at you. There's no winning doing it. So you might as well put a stop to it. And let them go and abuse somebody else, suck the life force out of somebody else, because that's not your duty on earth, is to allow individuals to suck the life force out of you. Go on ahead. I'm going to give you guys the green light to go and frustrate these people, because chosen ones are going to frustrate these people. And that is a fact. We do. And they're going to play victim and get mad at us for saying no, for just not letting what they want to go on. And that's the way it's going to be. Their true colors show. Their true colors will show every single time. And you will see exactly who they are. And it should not surprise you. It should not surprise you at all. There are vultures out there in this world, and they are not your friend. They're not your boy. They're not your bro. Like, how many signs do you have to see for this to just hit you in the head, to make you realize what's going on here? I'm even the type to ignore some red flags, like a little bit sometimes, until it boils over. Like it's always that point where it boils over, when enough is enough. You've seen enough. Enough has happened. You have seen enough. Like that's all that's going on. You have seen enough. Time after time after time again. You have seen enough. Like, you know exactly what kind of person that is. And it's just like, you're done. Done. Over. It's a wrap. The worst thing you can do is keep feeding a person like that. I have given things to people before, bro, like, that involved a lot of money. And they took that, thanked me at the time, but then stabbed me in the back. And that's my whole point. Like, it seems like the more you give to people, the wrong people anyways, and that's why it's important to learn. The harder they're going to stab you in the back. Because you can give so much to them and keep thriving in life, and they always get left with nothing because they're the black hole. You give so much, and they're still not happy. It's because they're miserable. It don't matter how much they get. It'll never be enough. You're always going to pour into them. You're always going to give to them. And the second you're doing well, the second things are going good for you, it's like it's the end of the world because you don't pour into them. Because you saw who they are. And now they're upset. Because they have a poor mindset. And that's the thanks you get for doing good things for them, for helping them. You get stabbed in the back. That's why it's a losing game. You have to cut them clean, folks. I don't care if it's your family. I don't care if it's your friends. I don't care who it is. You have to cut them clean. Because the more you do for somebody and the more they stab you in the back, or the more you do for somebody and they do stab you in the back, the more it's going to hurt, is what I mean. Like, imagine having like kids one day, right? And you've done so much for them. Like, you've given them so much. You spoil them to a degree, let's say, right? You've done so much. Let's say they end up stabbing in the back at some point. Because there's stories like that that has happened. That would hurt a parent very bad. Because they were nothing but good. They were nothing but loyal. They did nothing but support their own kids, and their kids stabbed them in the back. So that's going to hurt. It's because the more you pour in to things, the more invested you are, the more it's going to hurt when there's that type of a payoff. This is an important lesson. This is an important lesson to be very wary of who you even talk to. Your time is very important. Your time, your energy, your attention, your resources, your everything is very important. You don't just give it to nobody. There's a reason professional athletes with millions and millions of followers and has got everything going on in the world for themselves don't get back to every troll online. They don't message, they don't answer every DM. They just let things go because they can't. If they start pouring all their energy into every single thing that just comes their way, they're going to be nothing. They're not going to be focused. Nothing is going to happen. Like, it's all for nothing. You can't pour into black holes. You have to place things into the right places. That's what's important. And I don't care how selfish it sounds or anything of that nature. I don't care. Because you come first. The things you're doing, the things you need to get done, which is very important, come first. Everything else, a hard second, third, fourth, fifth, 100. A hard that. A very important lesson, folks. Very important. Take it from me. Take it from me. When your energy is just all over the place and you have no stability, you have no momentum, you have no routine. It's just kind of, you're all over the place, you're going to get messed up. You're going to get very messed up. Like, you have to be precise, you have to be particular, you have to be on point. You can't be so much just, because then when you come back to here, you don't feel right. When there's energy over here and over here, and all over the place, and when you come back to base one, when you're looking right at base one, nothing in front of you feels right anymore because all your energy is gone. Instead of it being right here, it's scattered. So you don't feel right. And we as human beings, no matter who we are not perfect. I try to be. I try to strive for perfection. I try to be the best I can be. There's the odd times where you make some mistakes. And when you see the mistake, you learn from it. Like with me, in the past, like you do something and you notice how it makes you feel. You notice how a drink of alcohol makes you feel the next day. And it's like, was that worth it? Was that very short amount of time doing these things worth it when I feel this bad for this long the next day and 2 and 3 and 4? No. So how many times are you going to, and this is just an example, how many times are you going to do certain things that is hurting you, not helping you? How many times are you going to do it before you finally wake up and realize it's not the answer? It is not the answer. Most people can't think for themselves. They're just whatever. Like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's very important to be at base 1. To be able to think for yourself and do things for yourself. Otherwise, you do lose yourself. It's tough. And that's example, like it could be anything. You could get lost with other people. You're hanging out with too many friends and doing too many things. Like, and it's okay to have some fun and whatnot, but it's like, how do you feel when you come back to base 1? Because you can't be doing things that's going to affect you that much when you come back to base 1. You can't be talking to 50 different girls and then come back to base 1 and think you're going to be right in the head, because you're not. That's why we don't do those things. We have to stay focused. We have to keep on track. We can't let others just use us as convenience and whatever else. That's not who we are. That's maybe who they are. That's not who we are. They can go and use other people and live a meaningless life. Go right ahead. That's not who we are. We are different. Like, we're actually different. We do things very precise, professionally. And even professionals make mistakes, but we learn from our mistakes very, very quick. We don't repeat mistakes. We don't keep doing things that hurt us. We very much so stay on point. Like, we strive for that. Little things happen here and there, but we always strive for it. We're not repeatedly doing stupid things. We're not repeatedly dating the same person and giving the same person chance after chance after chance after chance. We understand what's going on here. Like, the littlest things can be off with some girl I might talk to or something, and it's over. It's a wrap. Like, quick. Because I know what's going on. I'm a black belt in womanese. Try me. You're not going to get too far. I don't care who you are. You're just not. And guess what? A long time ago, I did get nailed by the same female over and over again, multiple times. And that is what taught me everything. You learn everything in one female from all of them. Brilliant. One big lesson, one massive lesson, a lifetime of success after that. Thank you, God. And when you become this knowledgeable, this on point, this is when you frustrate people. This is when you frustrate people, guys. When you become this on point. When you're not messing around. When you don't let things just slide. Whenever you don't let people just do whatever they want to you. Like, you know what's going on. Like, you know what's going on. You don't allow yourself to just be drug all over the place. Just like, no, we're right here. We're solid. We are the authority. We are in charge. We're not that person. Go do that to somebody else, because we are not that person. Take it from me. Don't let these individuals get over on you, because it's gonna frustrate you. You want to be the one to frustrate them, not the other way around. Like, I'm telling you guys, it's either going to be one way or the other. Like, this is the way it goes. Like, there's nothing we can do. And we don't do anything in particular to frustrate them, but they do. That's the difference between our character. We don't actually do something to them. We just don't let things happen. And that is enough to frustrate them. We are good. They're not. That's why they're frustrated, because they're not good without us. We are good without them. They're angry. But if we are stupid enough to let people do shit to us, that's going to make us angry. You see what I'm saying here? This is how it goes. So keep your eyes peeled.